Hey friends, welcome back. Let's grow some walking stick cabbages. Now I know what you're thinking. What the heck are walking stick cabbages and why would I want to grow them? Well, let me show you. Well, there's a reason they're called walking stick cabbages because if you can grow them tall enough, you can actually make walking sticks out of them. So, let's go play in the dirt. Now, if you can grow cabbages or kale, then you should have good luck with walking stick cabbages. It's actually a kale plant, Jersey kale to be exact. If you can't find walking stick cabbage seeds, look for walking stick kale or Jersey kale. Start the seeds like you would any other cabbage seeds. Now my seeds are a couple of years old, so I plant 2 or 3 in larger pots, hoping that at least one will germinate. Once the seeds have germinated, your job is to keep them growing and growing and growing until it's time to set them out in the garden. They'll need plenty of sunshine, water, and fertilizer. Keep in mind, they'll be growing for a long time in order to get them tall enough for walking sticks. When they go out in the garden, be sure to set them by stakes as they get quite top heavy when they grow tall and are likely to topple over. They will need tied to the stakes for support and to encourage straight growth. Once they reach a height of about 15 to 18 inches, with several layers of leaves, it's time to start removing the lower leaves to encourage top growth. Now, if you want, you can eat those leaves, but take it from me, they are tough as leather and need a long cooking time. So now, back to keeping them growing and growing. The plants are susceptible to all the usual culprits that attack cabbages, such as cabbage worms, slugs, and everything else, so stay alert. You have to admit they have a somewhat majestic appearance in the garden. You'll need a stalk that's at least 5 feet high to make a stick about 4 feet long. The top 8 to 10 inches of the plant, which will be the bottom of the stick, become too thin when dried to bear any weight. So the taller, the better when it comes to harvesting. Once they meet the height rule, it's time to dig them up. Clean off most of the soil, and then I trim the roots back. I don't cut them completely off, as the extra surface will help to prevent the top of the stick from cracking when it dries. Now to dry the sticks. I started mine by hanging them outdoors in the sun, since we had an extended warm summer last year. Then they went into the basement for a time, where I have a dehumidifier running. Once they became quite dry, I moved them up to a sunny window where they spent the rest of the winter. Now a word of caution, as the stalks dry, they leave off a very, very strong cabbage odor. Best to keep them away from your living area until they are mostly dry. Now overall drying time can take about 6 months to a year, depending on your methods and your situation. Well, now that we've got the walking stick cabbages grown and cleaned up and dried, it's time to make walking sticks. But that's for the next video. A million thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.